This recording will go over Lesson 9, Question 1 of Business Math A Study Guide. Here's the question. Rachel deposits $7,000 in an account that earns interest at 3.8% APR compounded monthly. What is her ending balance after 5 years? So because we're doing compound interest, we're going to use the formula A equals P times 1 plus R over N to the NT power. The question is looking for ending balance. The ending balance is the A value, so we're looking for the A value. If we're looking for the A value, we need to know what P is, we need to know what R is, we need to know what N is, and we need to know what T is. So P is the principal. How much did Rachel deposit? $7,000. R is the rate, which is 3.8%, or converted into a decimal, 0.038. Number of times compounded annually is your N. How many times? It is compounded monthly. And so we know that there are 12 months in a year, so that's why it is compounded 12 times per year. T is the time in years, which is 5 years. Alright, now that we have everything we need, we can plug it in. A equals 7,000, 1 plus 0.038 over 12, parenthesis 12, exponent of 12 times 5. Okay, so now we just use order of operation. We're going to take care of what's inside the parenthesis first. Within the parenthesis, we have two different operations. We have a plus sign, and we have this fraction bar, which is a division sign. So we need to divide first. So we're going to plug into our calculator 0.038 divided by 12. And as you can tell, we have repeating decimals. So what we're going to do is we're just going to round it to a few numbers only. You can choose how many numbers you want to round it to. Try to do at least 5, just because rounding might make a difference in your final answer. Or if you have a calculator like I did, you can just keep the numbers in there and then not have to worry about rounding and making mistakes. Alright, so now that we have that, we can add 1 to it. So we're going to add 1 to our answer. Again, I'm not going to write all the numbers out, just because it would take us all day. So I'm just going to keep it that simple. And then you could just multiply the exponents together already. You could do that after, you could do it right now. It doesn't make a big difference. So we're just going to put 60, just because I don't want to have to write it again. So now we took care of parentheses. Next is exponent. So we have our number. We're going to raise it to the 60th power, which gives us 7,000 times 1.2088866, so on and so forth. Again, you don't have to write all of those numbers out. If you write 5 or 6, you should be good. Alright, now that we have that, we can multiply it by 7,000. And we get 8,462 point, and it looks like it is 206. But because we are dealing with money, you want 2 decimal places only. So you want to take a look at that number.